Hello there, fellow recovering psychite addicts. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients. Episode 18. Agro, please. For the love of God. A party! Ooh, I like that. No, break. Go to the party. Inside. There we go. For reference, if you draft them to stop them from what they were doing, that also cancels the party. Because drafting is like, ooh, hostiles are here, and will call for the party to end. So once the party's over, party in the freezer. Nice. Smart place where the drugs aren't. I have basically nothing left to sell them. Ain't good enough. And I'm trying to make as much silver as I can for shuttles, because that would be a bit life-changing for our ability to go out to other tiles. Good party. I'm also breaking down some of the... How did they have 3 barrels? I don't mind that, because that's money. What? You shot the beak off of an asthmatic emu. I love it. RimWorld never change. Tails and beaks. It's like trying to intentionally shoot the beak off of a bird. Like, forget it. It's a 1 in a million. Oh, they're chasing the guests? Oh, I almost feel dirty. Now we just shot the tail. What? Stop eviscerating the bird, one insignificant piece at a time. My God. Yo, Paul. Yo, Paul. Yo, Paul, wake up. Yo, Paul, wake up. What, you don't hear it fighting you? You've heard of the blind leading the blind, but this is the feeble fighting the feeble. I like how Hazel's like, oh, there's something happening? Yes, there was. Not anymore, I suppose. Alright, I'm done fighting emu. It's been amusing, but... I've pressed my luck. Yeah, amusing, exactly. I'm glad someone picked up on my dry humor. Every now and then I'll do play on words and just... Wait, we got great animals from Diver? Oh, that's not bad. You want to... I mean, all the other genes we had were like furry genes, so great animals. Stands to reason. Oh, well, Agro's about to have another mental break. T-minus, like, 1 minute. Due to the, droner that we just got hit with. Alright, Diver. I guess we got the herbal meds for more of your torture medicine. Let's queue up removal of those legs. No, not bionic. Yeah, his name obviously is like, he's aggravated, and he lives up to that. He's... How many mental breaks has he had? So for reference of total mental breaks, Breakfire has had 3. Red Mist has had 5. Flip has had, and Flip and Inu are like newer, so 5, even though you're newer. Inu has had 5, so 5 is kind of the running average. Agro has had 9. Double. Surprise to no one, I would assume, given his addictions and all that. And now Diver is a gene nugget, a blood harvested gene nugget. Perfect. One thing I did not do is to have Red Mist go out and try to look for some cure in an ancient danger. And one of the reasons is if Red Mist left, that doesn't leave a lot of people that are like truly able-bodied to protect the vault. That's kind of the worry that I had until Agro is done with his addiction, which is in a week. Breakfire is really the only other colonist that is like truly able-bodied. Because Flip and Yu's combat abilities are pretty non-existent. Even if Flip is like tough, fast walker, he can't like really shoot worth a damn. Which means I don't feel comfortable leaving the vault short-staffed. So I'll wait out of caution. You'd say with one eye, cut him some slack. That's his 5th eye. He's gone through so many eyes. He's lost... how many eyes actually has he lost? 4? Now? 5? I don't even know how many eyes the dude has lost. He just keeps losing eyes. Is it kick time? No, we just need to turn on one of the gens. I've legitimately lost track of how many eyes he's gone through. Oh, and he's done with his bandolier. Okay, shucks. Because, like, I think we installed the Architect Eye without him losing one. So that wouldn't really be his fault. But then he lost an eye, we installed a Bionic Eye, he lost it, and then he lost it again. So he's gone through 4 eyes and lost 3 of them. Is, I think, the answer? He's a complicated man, to say the least. With a storied history of losing eyeballs. Just so ridiculous. Why? Just stop losing your eyeballs, man. Oh, and now he took off that helmet. I'm gonna force that helmet on. Could we? Yeah, you know what? We could force them to carry proper medicine again. That would be smart, now that I have, like, loads of it. I am wearing a tainted marine helmet in order to try to protect him from losing more eyes, because I don't trust him not to. So, what do you want me to research after this? The poll's up for that. And surprisingly, no one's had like a super mental break as a result of the droner. That kibble that got dropped there needs to be moved, though. So I was having Breakfire move it. Because you guys don't even have any food. Oh, actually, while I'm standing here, might as well just fix that. Okay, droner is ended. Trying to get the whole, like, minor passion for work max bang for your buck out of this torch lamp. I've been having Agro out here trying to keep him from having a mental break, but sooner or later that's gonna fail, I'm sure. This should... Yeah, actually, I don't know why that hat is there. It doesn't allow non-smeltables, but that hat... Oh, it's because we swapped to it. Yeah, that's right. From the marine helmet. So I think if I... Oh yeah, we almost have enough for a shuttle. We have a lot of silver that has not been hauled into the base proper. But, we have been getting a lot of... Well, I guess they're travelers, not visitors. We have been getting a lot of opportunity to bring in more people into the colony. Or to trade with the colony. And, with any luck... that will result in, a shuttle soon. So just to explain, if you're unfamiliar with the way biotech works, genes can only be so complex, and you need gene processors to implant more complex genes beyond like the base max complexity. So that's what gene processors does, and archaeogenetics allows you to implant archite genes, which we can't do yet. So that's what that stuff's about. Now, I will consider Agro for another eyeball once he's, like, withdraw over his psychite need. Not happening yet, though. And soon I might want to go in for a death rest. Maybe like 20%. And hopefully that will coincide with Breakfire coming out of death rest at the same time Agro is done with his addiction. So that we can actually go do something. Probably, I still want to get to that lab. Luckily it's not like a timed thing. It's just there. Because the game really didn't want to allow me to go. Sakura, thank you for the resub. And Parduk, too, if I missed that. Yeah, death rest takes 3 days, and he doesn't need to enter death rest yet, because he'll hit 100% with still 3 days left at like 30%. So that's why I was waiting a little longer. So you guys want me to go down the genetics tree. Copy that. Wow, Break is happy. What happened to you? Why are you so... Oh, avoid corpses doesn't need... Okay, I see what's going on. This is fine. We're starting to get wort. So I guess we just had our first harvest. So we're going to need to put fermenting barrels in... And I'll put fermenting barrels in as, like, kind of furniture in the rec room. Eventually, I might need to ferment outdoors if and when I deep freeze the entire vault for bug purposes. But for now, we can at least just brew beer next to our billiards. Billiards and beer. And in 6 days, well, I guess his addiction's over in 6 days, so maybe that doesn't help. I was going to say in 6 days, he'll have some beer to take off the edge, but he won't even need it by then. Why are you so happy? You just don't have anything wrong. You've got, like, a nice bedroom, and you're underground because you like it that way. You attended a party. You're doing stuff you love. You're just chipper. Which is funny, because you're iron-willed. You're like the last one that needs to be chipper. But, you're chipper all the same. I like it. So we're going from gene processing to archaeogenetics. After archaeogenetics, you can decide yet again. Mining 10, nice. Five days to recover. They're coming in with 40 kilograms of barrels. Yeah. I love caravan math. I love how the visiting caravanners, like, can completely go beyond their carry max. It's funny. We're nearly at the money we would need to buy a shuttle. So there's other ways to move the needle. One, I could start mining up the jade and other valuable materials to make art. Another thing I could potentially do is to make clothing out of the cloth that we grow, or mine up the obsidian to make weapons. So I might work to move the needle a little bit more so that we can afford said shuttle if the opportunity arises to buy one. Because there's other ways to get shuttles, mind you. You can have like shuttle crashes, but without the royalty DLC, the chance of a shuttle crash is rather low, which is why, you know, I'm not holding my breath for one. Because royalty DLC is what introduces all the shuttle mechanics for the most part. Not entirely, but for the most part. Was there any genes I wanted to sell? No? I think I'll actually sell some PSMs just for the silver. Obsidian is definitely... Isn't it worth more than raw than processed into weapons? Entirely depends on... Well, so weapons have really terrible resale value, but if it's really high quality weapons, then maybe? It's kind of hard to say. But yeah, that's a fair point, because weapons resale value sucks. Could we make something non... Yeah, we could make like simple helmets out of obsidian. That would be a way around it, to mine up obsidian, but then to invest it in something like a helmet rather than a weapon, because weapon resale value is atrocious. You get like a seventh of what it's worth. Or art, yeah. Obsidian art, totally reasonable too. We do have artists. So yeah, maybe I'll go that route. We'll get a art bench and see about getting some obsidian art for our for trade. Usually you need about 3,800 for a shuttle, and we're at 34, so we're very, very close. Oh, were you way... No, never mind. Worried that when I told Break to switch weapons, he was far away. He's right here. So if we're gonna do art, let's get more... yeah, let's get obsidian and do... You know, maybe what I want to do is I want to practice on regular stone. So we'll do small sculptures forever of stone blocks. And then once our skill level goes up reasonably, then I'll consider more valuable materials like jade and obsidian. I could use wood. The only problem with using wood is like heat waves and stuff like that you can counter with like passive coolers, and then of course there's other uses for wood, like it's required for fermenting barrels, and because we're in like a lava flow, I don't have a lot of wood available to me outside, just like the natural occurring drago trees, because we're never going to be able to grow it inside other than because, you know, there's no fiber corn as a result of the lack of... What actually adds fiber corn? Is that royalty again? No, what adds fiber corn? Ideology, I guess? Adds fiber corn? Yeah, once you get used to all the DLCs, it's really hard to keep them apart. Yeah, ideology adds fiber corn. So there's no way for us to grow wood in the base because we don't have fiber corn or anything like that. So I'm at the mercy of just, like, you know, nature harvesting. And then wood is also a good resource to stockpile if we need chem fuel suddenly, because you can always, you know, turn wood into chem fuel rather efficiently. Could I have bonsai trees? I think that's ideology as well. I could be wrong. Let's see. Let's test that theory. Ooh, more beer. Yeah. Ideology. So, we can have flowers. I'll move them into the light. Let's move them there. There's a separate plant pot? Yeah, the tree plant pot is an ideology thing. Even though I built the wrong one. This at least makes our rec room very impressive. It does go up a tier, so that helped. So yeah, I could there's no sowing outside, but I could harvest outside. We don't put anything outside, but we can take. So outside we can mine, we can drop corpses on lava flows, which, you know, which is not taking but moving. But we don't do grow zones, we don't do IEDs, turrets, etc., etc., etc. We're not interacting with the outside beyond resource harvesting or resource exploitation. Wow, we're already getting art. That was fast. And rec room's getting nicer as a result. So I guess thank you, Flip. Yeah, we forage outside. So Agro's 3 days to recover. So pretty soon he's going to be like back to reliable and normal. Imogen has gone up to 62%. Not great. Don't flee it. You're okay, Mr. Vampire. And it seems like next stream is going to be the one where we do like a lot of the juicy stuff, going to the lab and stuff like that. Just because the situation as we had it didn't really allow for it. I could try to risk going to the mining site with Agro, but I still don't even think that's necessarily wise, given his condition. What I do wish is that the psycho withdrawal, because the way it works is like the psycho withdrawal, as it climbs, it gets worse, but like in real life, your withdrawal symptoms lessen over time. They go the inverse. It's like hardest immediately, and then it gets easier over time, and RimWorld does not reflect that. And I kind of wish it did. That way, it's only like the first week that's rough, not like the first half year, or the entire half year that's rough. Kick. Oh, that's good enough. 46 out of 47. I don't know what the statistical max is. I've only seen it go out to about 4,700 watts. So anything over like 4,200 is fine. So, hauling slag is fine. There are some items that are like more important than others to haul. the mortar barrels, for instance, because they have pretty good resale value now that we have a lot of them. And then shells and cotton, because shells are perishable, and as is cotton. Muscle parasites for nostril. Yeah, I don't care. In fact, Dr. Care No Meds should be the standard protocol for these guys. I mean, when you're already committing some war crimes, why stop at just a few? Just commit all of them. We're already gene ripping them. So most of the more important trade goods and ancient danger stuff has been pulled in now. Agro somehow managed to not lose his cool during that, which is a miracle. The quality of the art is going up a little bit, bit by bit. And Archaegenetics is, you guys wanted marine armor after this, right? I already pulled for that. If I didn't have, like, a goldfish memory, I'd know. Speaking of which, let's clean the tank. The amount of filth that can build up here is ridiculous. So, after marine armor will take a while. I'll include beam weapons. For those that don't know, beam weapons are really effective against shielded targets, I would say. And anything that, like, is high armor. But, like, against tribals, it's not super effective. I figured, given that Agro is, like, prone to mental breaks, that would have broken him. But it didn't. So I'm going to start the death rest of Breakfire now. Assuming that Agro is over his addiction in about a day and a half. I should have started Breakfire's death rest a little bit sooner, but they'll both be back in action roughly around the same time, allowing me to then coordinate a, like, lab raid or something like that. And maybe there's time for Agro, while Breakfire death rest, to go mine the plasteel and come back in the allotted time, because that plasteel's not going to stick around that much long. Oh, 4.3 days. Yeah, not that much longer. I think Agro can get to it on a horseback once his addictions are over, though. It's possible. But yeah, the lab's been basically this Chemgen broke. It was out of power. It was out of fuel. What was it even doing? It wasn't even doing anything. It was just sitting there idle, and it broke. Damn it. Ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. If I had, like, turned it off when it was out of fuel, it would have broke. Because things that are powered off can't break. Like, this gene assembler that's turned off, like, won't break as a result. But, ugh, it's fine. Whatever. Whatever, game. Just break my stuff. Wasn't properly lubricated with that fuel? I mean, there's actually something to be said. I don't know about fuel generators, but I know, like, cars, if you run them out of gas, is, like, bad for them, right? At least that's what I've been told. I never really Googled it to confirm. But I've been told that you don't ever want to go empty because it's, like, not good for your engine. I'm not an auto mechanic, so, you know, do your own math, but own science. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a precedent for that. Enter vault. So we're gonna want to put down, let's say, 4 components again, because like, yep. Oh no! No! Oh! I can't. I just can't. Why, Agro? Why? He binged at less than a day left. And no one's close enough to do anything about that. He is so fast. By the time I got the notification, he was already like quarter cup down of, oh my god. I'm wonder docking him. You know what? I don't know. Just why? I can't stop him. Like, he's too late. Hey, look! He's 5 days to recover. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. Form caravan with Inu. What's funny is Inu doesn't know how to haul. But Inu, go get... yeah, there we go. Alright. Don't make any more tea. Enter the vault. And drop the tea. Okay. So, he was a day away from being recovered. Now he's 5.4 days away from being recovered. So obviously it sent me back sent me back 4.5 days for him to have a good time for 4 hours. Oh my god. And I did manage to at least avoid any additional nonsense, but like, I'm super not pleased by it. It's just like, why, man? And it happened because he was an addict. I didn't do it, like, it wasn't even a mental break. He was just like, oh yeah, that felt good. You jerk. We've been waiting half a year for you to recover, and this is how you treat us? The other problem that I have is, I don't have anyone that could tend Red Mist. So, Flip, you're gonna do it? Because my 2 doctors... oh, wow, that was pretty good quality, for all things considered. You know what I should do? Let's get a proper hospital bed with a vitals monitor. I'll probably end up moving them around, but like Flip is a builder, so he could go build that. I might want to finish the assembly for the hospital bed with Breakfire, because he's Breakfire's 14 and Flip is 13. I don't care. It's fine. It's close enough. Arc Genetics is done. Marine Armor's next. And then after Marine Armor, you guys decide. But we are absolutely plowing through all the research projects. Oh no, that's not good. Yep, there it is. So good quality. So this has a surgery success of 82. Wow, I've been using those? Oh no, that's just, okay, that's because the power's out. Yeah, okay. Normally it's not. Normally it's surgery success 110. And then this one is, 94? Well, what's, oh, because it's further from the light. Yeah, okay, that's not fair. Let's actually have a fair comparison, because it hasn't been. Alright, so, comparing them, a good one is 115. I think at this point it is time to phase out the old beds in for the new beds. And now this thing should have even higher surgery success. Yeah, 120. Yeah, I figured it was about time that we, like, actually improved our medicine. All right. Agro's no longer binging Psychite. That Psychite stay in the basement, and I'm not making more tea until we're done. We do have a trade opportunity here. And beam weapons will be next. Copy that. Death Rest Serum would be awesome. But I'm going to still save up for the shuttle. I like how they have both attractive and unattractive. It's like, want to be hot? Or not? It's up to you. They have an arc eye. Not that I'm going to buy that over a shuttle. But that's fun too. I am somewhat tempted to buy another serum. Oh no, I'll keep the silver. I think it's going to be more important in the long run for the shuttle, because the shuttle is going to open up so many opportunities for us to get like masterwork weapons and plasteel lumps and all that jazz, and it's just going to oversimplify everything. Or not oversimplify, but simplify everything. So, there we go. Dumbo drop of silver. All right, come on, good hospital bed. Normal quality, well, whatever, it's good enough. So, this has a 115 and the other has a 120. It's better than it was. Agro is going to chew up the leaves. I mean, that's a thing, right? Or at least for Coca. I don't know about his condition. Well, friends, I think, given that I'm out of time, this is where I am going to leave off for this stream, having suffered the slog of maladies and calamities, but came out mostly intact. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow ancients.